Namaskar. Today's topic is a classification of plants from 9th standard science 2. So in this chapter we are going to study about the kingdom Plantae, which is divided into two sub kingdoms, that is gymnosperms and angiosperms. So to study before it, we are going to revise the portion which we have studied in the 8th standard, that is the classification of living organism. Now we are knowing that this classification is done by so many scientists, but one of the scientists whose classification which we are going to study today is R.H. Whitaker, and he divided these living organisms in 5 kingdoms. Okay, so we are going to see about the classification in 5 kingdom by R.H. Whitaker. So first of all, the classification of living organism is done on the basis of the nucleus, well-developed nucleus, and the primitive nucleus. So well-developed nucleus is known as, this type of organisms are known as eukaryotic cells, while the living organism in which, or the cell of living organisms whose nucleus is not so well developed, that is primitive type of nucleus is there. This type of living organisms are said to be prokaryotic cells, and in these prokaryotic cells the first kingdom is formed, that is the Monera, whose example is a bacteria. So many bacteria are coming in kingdom Moneria. These are prokaryotic and the nucleus is not so well developed. The outer covering of the nucleus is, nuclear membrane is not there. Actually nuclear membrane is not there. So many organelles in the nucleus are not seen clearly there. But somehow developed living organisms, they are grouped in eukaryotic cells whose nucleus having a nuclear membrane. Then organelles in the cells are well developed. So this type of group, these two types of group have been classified by Whitaker on the basis of the visible and nucleus, visible nucleus or primitive type of nucleus. Now in this second part, the first part is a prokaryotic cells where Monera kingdom is coming, and the example is a bacteria. This is the first part, and the next part where 4 kingdoms we have watching here, that is the kingdom Protista, kingdom Plantae, kingdom Fungi, and kingdom Animalia. So these eukaryotic cells also divided on the on their complexity. That is, the living organism is a more complex or not complex. Some of the living organisms are made by unicellular cell, that is the only one cell is constituent in their body. So these are unicellular, and the unicellular eukaryotic living organisms are stated in kingdom Protista. This is the kingdom Protista. Okay. Now what about the Protista? That is, the examples are amoeba and Igluna. Is it clear? So amoeba and Igluna are coming from kingdom Protista, which are unicellular, whose nucleus is well developed, the cell is well developed, and the living organisms. So this is the classification of whether you are going to classify any of this organism, how you can write living organism, then the eukaryotic, then unicellular, kingdom Protista, an example is amoeba. Okay. Now in this eukaryotic cells, this one is the unicellular, that is the Protista is there. Second kingdom is found here, Protista. So Protista is the unicellular eukaryotic living organism. While in multicellular organisms, this is the first part of this eukaryotic cells. Now the second part, the multicellular animal, there are number of cells are there, but in this number of cells cells are divided into two subgroups or classified into two subgroups, that is the cell with a cell wall and cell without cell wall. Okay, now this cell with a cell wall, they are also classified into two groups according to their nutrition mode. The nutrition mode is some of the living organisms are autotrophic because they having a chloroplast, and with the help of the carbon dioxide in the air and the carbon dioxide in the air, they are produced carbon dioxide, water, and so many things, that is so many nutrients or minerals which are dissolved in the water. With the help of this, in the presence of sunlight, this type of living organisms are preparing their own food, which is also the food of other living organisms. Such type of group is known as autotrophic group. Autotrophic living organisms which are having cell wall to their cells, and number of cells are there in the body. So these eukaryotic cells, eukaryotic living organism, eukaryotic living organism which are multicellular, having a cell wall and producing their own food in the presence of sunlight with the help of chloroplast. Okay, so this type of living organisms are coming in a kingdom Plantae. They are classified or they are placed in the kingdom Plantae. Now the nutrition mode, according to the nutrition mode, some of the living organisms which are dependent on other living organisms for their food, they are called heterotrophic. They are not preparing their own food because they have not chloroplast. They don't have chloroplast in their cells, so they do not preparing their own food. They are dependent on other living organisms. So this type of living organisms are placed in a kingdom Fungi. Okay, so this is the fourth group. So let's about the fungi. Fungi is a heterotrophic which are having a cell wall, multicellular eukaryotic living organisms. And one more class in this, that is the class with a cell wall. Living organisms with a cell wall, living organisms without cell wall. These living organisms without cell wall, the kingdom is Animalia. So this is the details about the classification of living organisms we have seen just in the 8th standard, but we have revised. Today we are going to see about the classification of autotrophic, that is the kingdom Plantae. So come to the next slide. Please write this. Now we are going to see more details about the kingdom Plantae, that is the kingdom Plantae, that is a light, green light surrounding us, that is the kingdom Plantae. And these plants are autotrophic due to the presence of chloroplast. They produce their own food by the carbon dioxide and so many contents from the nature, in the presence of chloroplast, in the presence of sunlight also. So they are autotrophic, and they are supposed to be the main source of food for all other living organisms. So we are going to see about the kingdom Plantae. So basis of classification of kingdom Plantae are, या किंगडम प्लॅन्टीचे क्लासिफिकेशन करण्यासाठी कोणते बेस मांडले गेलेले आहेत ते बघा. The first base is a presence or absence of organs, then separate conducting tissue and seeds. Okay, now one of the thing that separate organs, that is they are bearing fruits, flowers, seeds. Okay, or they are not bearing foods. In the first gram, that is in the cryptograms, in the presence of organ, according to that, they are divided into cryptograms and phanerograms. Okay, so the cryptograms are of such plants in which there are the flowers, fruits and seeds are absent there. So absence of flower with the absence of flower, they are classified as a cryptograms. With the presence of flowers, fruit and seeds, they are classified as a phanerograms. So this is the presence and absence of the organ, that is a fruit, flower and seeds, they are classified. So this is the first criteria by which these plantes are classified. Now one more thing, that is a separate conducting tissue. Now what is the tissue? We are knowing that in the stem of the plant, there are some cells, tube-like structures are there which are conducting water and food. Okay, water and food. Water from the base of that is from the roots to the other part of the body, and food from the upper part of the plant, that is leaves, to the remaining part of the plant. So this separate conducting tissue, that is the xylem and phloem, whether they are xylem and phloem are different or separated, the first group is there, and the another group is which are having separate xylem and phloem and which are having not separate xylem and phloem, that is the conducting tissues are separate or not. And the third basis of a classification of presence of or absence of organ is seeds, whether these plants are bearing seeds or not. Okay, and if these are bearing seeds like that, that is the phanerograms. Okay, if they are not bearing the seeds, fruit and flowers, then they are classified into as a cryptograms, while if they are having a flower, fruit and seeds, they are classified as a phanerograms. Now in that is the presence of seeds and absence of seeds. Okay, in that phanerograms where the seeds are present, they are also divided into two classes, that is the gymnosperms and angiosperms. Now gymnosperms, that is the seeds are not closed in the seed coat. Okay, seeds are not closed. So naked seeds, seeds are not closed inside the fruit. Whether they are enclosed in the fruit or not enclosed in the fruit. And if they are enclosed in the fruit, okay, they are covered by the seed coat also there. And one more thing, that the seeds are having cotyledons, that is if seeds having a one cotyledon, then it is called a monocotyledon, and whether the seeds showing two cotyledons, that is two equal halves, where the food is stored in that, which is used in the germination, the first step of the germination of a seeds, that is a dicotyledon, monocotyledon. So this is the first criteria, that is the presence or absence of organs, separate conducting tissue and seeds. Kingdom Plantae are classified under the basis of presence or absence of organ and organs, that is separate conducting tissue and seeds. While the next criteria, here it is, the next criteria, the seeds are this one. Okay, the seeds are enclosed in a fruit or not. If they are enclosed in a fruit, they are called phanerograms. If they are not enclosed in the fruit, they are called gymnosperms. The number of cotyledons in the seeds, the number of cotyledons in the that is in the angiosperms where the seeds are formed. The number of cotyledons, if there is a one cotyledon, we can say that these plants are monocotyledon. From angiosperm form phanerograms, that is the Kingdom Plantae. Okay. Now, if the seeds are there, then this one. If the flowers are absent, then this group, that is the cryptograms. This was the flowers are present here. But the first topic is the cryptograms, where flowers are absent. And this type of cryptogram Plantae are subdivided into three groups. That is the Thallophyta, Bryophyta and Pteridophyta. Where in the Thallophyta, thread-like structure is there, like as a Spirogyra. Okay. Then Bryophyta, that is a moss which growing on a wall in the rainy season. Okay, that is a Bryophyta, that is Funaria. And Pteridophyta, garden bush, that is a fern. Fern is a garden bush. So here conducting tissues are absent. Conducting, that is a separate conducting tissue for flowing water and food, they are absent here. But in that, in this group, they are somehow developed. Conducting tissues are developed. Okay, flowers, seeds and fruits are absent, so it is called phanerograms, and it is called cryptograms, and flowers, seeds and fruits are present there, so it is called phanerograms. So this is more details about the study, and we are going to see about the, let's remind once again the presence or absence of organs, separate conducting tissue and seeds. They are separated as they are classified as a cryptograms and phanerograms. Cryptograms, that is the absence of flower, fruit and seeds. These are subclassified into thallophytes, bryophytes and pteridophyta. Okay, thallophytes, that is a Spirogyra, bryophyta, that is a Funaria, and pteridophyta, that is the fern. Now the plants which are bearing flowers, fruits and seeds, they are classified into two groups, that is the seeds are enclosed in the fruit or not enclosed in the fruit. Okay, if they are covered with the fruit, then they are called angiosperm. If they are not covered with the fruit, the seeds are not covered with the fruit, that is they are open. Okay, so naked seeds are there, that is called the gymnosperms. Okay, and while the seeds are enclosed in the fruit, they are called the angiosperms. And these angiosperms also classified into two groups under the basis of cotyledons they are having. If they are having a one cotyledon, they are classified as they are named as a monocotyledons. While if they are having two cotyledons, that is two equal halves in the seeds, then we can say that this type of seeds are angiosperm, that is a dicotyledon angiosperm, phanerograms, plantae. Okay, so this is more details about the classification. We are going to see in the next period, in the next lecture, that is the cryptograms, and one more lecture we will need, that is the phanerograms. So in the next lecture we are going to see about the cryptograms. इथे जरा थोडंसं आणखी लक्षात घ्या, आपण या क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ प्लांट पाहतोय. प्लांट म्हणजे त्याचा किंगडम आहे प्लांटी. त्या किंगडम प्लांटीचं जे क्लासिफिकेशन आहे ते प्रेझेन्स और ॲब्सेन्स ऑफ ऑर्गन्स, सेपरेट कंडक्टिंग टिश्यू आणि सीड्स याच्या बेसिसने केलं जातं की याच्यामध्ये हे घटक आहेत का किंवा नाहीत याच्यावर हे केलं जातं. आणि याच्यावर करताना त्याचं क्लासिफिकेशन, आता ऑर्गन्स किंवा सीड्स याच्यावरून काय, ऑर्गन्समध्ये प्रेझेन्स ऑफ फ्लावर्स आणि प्रेझेन्स ऑफ ॲब्सेन्स ऑफ फ्लावर. ॲब्सेन्स ऑफ फ्लावरमध्ये क्रिप्टोग्राम्स हा गट तयार होतो आणि प्रेझेन्स ऑफ फ्लावरचा फॅनोग्राम्स हा गट तयार होतो. आता ॲब्सेन्स ऑफ फ्लावरमध्ये सुद्धा तीन गट पडतात. एक थ्रेड लाईक स्ट्रक्चर असतं, धाग्यासारखं शरीर असतं, दॅट इज कॉल्ड थॅलोफाईट. एक सेकंड ब्रायोफाईट, म्हणजे जरा थोडं चकतीसारखं असतं, ज्याच्यामध्ये खरीखुरी पानं नसतात, नॉट रिअल रूट्स, नॉट रिअल लीव्स अँड नॉट रिअल स्टेम, बट दे आर लुकिंग ॲज अ लीफ, रूट अँड स्टेम. तर असं हे थोडंसं काल्पनिक असलेलं झाड याला म्हणून आपण ब्रायोफाईटा. ते झाडां भिंतींवर वाढलेलं असतं पावसाळ्याच्या दिवसात. आणि टेरिडोफाईटा म्हणजे नेचरसारखी वनस्पती असेल आपल्या बागेमध्ये सापडते. तर हे आहेत ज्याच्यामध्ये फळ, फ्रूट, सीड्स काही नसतात ते. आणि ज्याच्यामध्ये फळ, फ्रूट असतं त्याच्यामध्ये सुद्धा दोन घटक आहेत. फळाच्या आतमध्ये बंदिस्त नसलेल्या बिया असतील अशी फळं की ज्यांच्या बिया फळाच्या आतमध्ये बंदिस्त नसतात, त्यांना म्हणायचं जिम्नोस्पर्म. दॅट इज अ सीड्स आर ओपन, दॅट नेकेड सीड्स आर देअर. ओके. आणि अँजिओस्पर्म, दॅट इज द सीड्स आर इन्क्लोज्ड इन द फ्रूट. बरोबर आहे, सीड्स आतमध्ये, त्याला म्हणायचं अँजिओस्पर्म. आणि अँजिओस्पर्मचे सुद्धा ते जे सीड आहे त्याच्यात किती कॉटिल्युडॉन्स आहेत, एक की दोन, त्याच्यावर त्याचा गट आणखीन पडला जातो. जर एक कॉटिल्युडॉन एक दल असेल तर त्याला आम्ही एक दल म्हणजे मोनोकॉटिल्युडॉन असं म्हणतो. आणि इफ देर आर टू कॉटिल्युडॉन्स, जर त्या ठिकाणी दोन दल असतील तर त्याला आम्ही डायकॉटिल्युडॉन्स असं म्हणतो. तर हे झालं आपल्या या पूर्ण पाठाचं एक विवरण. पण नेक्स्ट टॉपिकमध्ये आपण क्रिप्टोग्राम्स आणि फॅनोग्राम्स या दोन टॉपिकमध्ये आपण क्रिप्टोग्रामचं क्लासिफिकेशन पाहणार आहोत, त्याचे डिटेल्स पाहणार आहोत. आणि नंतर फॅनोग्रामचे क्लासिफिकेशन पाहणार आहोत, त्याचे डिटेल्स आपण पाहणार आहोत. each and every example will explained here. So keep watching, like this video, share it to others and subscribe the channel. Okay, have a good day.